Welcome to another episode, everyone. NBA 2 from A-Trade Gangster. Young Aunt Jefe's little brother rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm in the LA County Jail. This is the word. Now, he's been in there squabbling. Aunt Jefe himself says that his brother, I don't know if it's his little brother or big brother, his brother has had fights there in the LA County Jail with an individual from Rolling 60s, a white individual from Brick Boy or something like that, and an individual from Insane Crip. Now, the Insane Crips get along with the A-Trade Gangsters. Don't understand exactly what happened there, but here Aunt Jefe breaks it down. Did he get rolled up out of a neighborhood dorm? The headline here reads, NBA 2 rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm, forced to DP a Insane Crip before he left. He was forced to DP a dude from Insane Crip, Long Beach Insane Crip, before he left. But again, these individuals are allies, if you will. What the hell happened here, man?
Now, however, bro was in his 723 dorm. Again, it wasn't no neighborhood dorm. Some guy named A-Dog, you know what I'm saying, from 60s, and another guy named Fashion BPS, supposed to be the guys, you know what I'm saying, who was in this dorm the longest or whatever. So, however, bro had a few fades in that dorm, you know what I'm saying. From my understanding, he had a fade with a dude named Baldy from Brims, you know what I'm saying, over them shooting dice. He had a fade with a white boy, you know what I'm saying, that was from Brick Boys out in Long Beach, you know what I'm saying, and he had a fade with the guy from Insane. Now, when he told me about the fade from the guy from Insane,
okay, so so Aunt Jefe says he had a squabble NBA 2 with a dude from Brick Boys out of Long Beach. He said a white dude from Brick Boys out of Long Beach, a dude from Brim, and over a dice game, and a dude from Insane Crip. Again, pretty much allies these individuals. Don't know exactly what all of these fights was over, other than the individual from Brim, who he said it was over a dice game. Did he get rolled up out of the dorm? Got rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm. Aunt Jefe is not about to say he got rolled up out of a neighborhood dorm, and he's not going to just roll it up, but you can still get forced out of one. If none of your allies are there, none of your comrades are there, and you pop up in an amigo dorm, no matter who you are, you can end up leaving on the worst terms.
Couldn't understand, but as I've been seeing, being in here, the Insanes, either they're going to be like on Hub and Dub time or like, some Long Beach time. You might occasionally find one that's on some trade time and, fight neighborhoods and stuff like that. But none of the guys I have ran into this go round on this trip, you know what I'm saying? It's like they are like, Hub and Dub or whatever the case may be, Hub, Dub, in the tub. Now, to get to this fake slander, what have happened with him in that dorm, and the reason why he's no longer in that dorm is because of these guys around here that's on that zombie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So a lot of these guys around here on that zombie and play a zombie. So from my understanding, dude from Brick Boys was catting out having an episode and had too many episodes. He slept on top of she slept on top of little bro bunk, you know what I'm saying, at the top. So after all these episodes, little bro became frustrated with this guy, and just happened to get off on him, you know what I'm saying, because he was tired of talking to him, put him down. From there, dude from Insane was mad, felt some type of way because his tub partner got fired on him. So him and my brother started.
Okay, so Aunt Jefe says, for those who may not be able to hear everything, I'm trying to listen intently myself to make sure I'm catching exactly what's going on. Don't want to misquote anything, but he said that the individual from Brick Boys, anyway. So now we know at least why two of the fades have happened. The one over a dice game with the individual from Brim, and now he says the individual from Brick Boy, that NBA 2, and he said it's his little bro. So this is his little brother, NBA 2. And he says that he was sleeping on the bottom bunk and that the individual from Brick Boys was having an episode, was apparently high off of that stuff, off of that zombie stuff, that K-Tizzle that they doing there in the prison system and all that. I'm assuming that's probably what he's talking about, because he said he was tripping and spazzing out having an episode, and that his little brother, NBA 2, got tired of this stuff, got tired of this individual on the top bunk spazzing out, crashing out, tripping over this stuff, and got off on him. Apparently he had warned him, told him to stop doing this stuff, stop tripping out, whatever. Didn't happen. Did it again. He got off on him. Took off on him. And then he said that the dudes from Long Beach didn't like that because, again, Brick Boy is in Long Beach. So the dudes from Long Beach, or from Insane, didn't like that. Didn't like the fact that NBA 2 got off on this dude who was apparently having an episode. So perhaps that's what leads into the fight with the dude from Insane. Let's see.
Having words from there, my little brother
But
called him.
NBA 2 is not in the dorm anymore. Because Aunt Jefe said, well, let me explain why he's not in the dorm anymore. Because people were putting out this narrative that he got rolled up out of the dorm, rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm. And that's why I guess Aunt Jefe was explaining early on that it was an individual from 60s there that was in the dorm before everyone. So basically, like it was his dorm. It was him and someone else. He said had been there for a long time. So it was their dorm. That's what he was saying when he said that. So I guess this is why individuals are saying it was a neighborhood dorm. And now NBA 2 is no longer in there. So people didn't put it out. He got rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm. But so Aunt Jefe, he put it in his title, but he's explaining, and I'm going to put it in mine. But he's explaining what happened in there, that he had a few fights in there. And I still don't know why he ended up leaving the dorm, but let's see.
I'm saying the B word and told him, come on, get up in here. However, the rest of the dorm, the rest of the blacks, as small as the county is already, from my understanding, the other people was chiming in like, oh, you let him call you a B. Oh, you let him do this now. You got to catch that fade, bro. Woo. Whatever the case may be. Dude, Insane, get up under there. Him and my brothers, they have their little fade or whatever. That's that. So, a few days later, the same dude, he fights me Insane, catch out. My little brother grabs him by his feet, pulls him off his bed, pulls him out of his bed area, and, the rest of the dorm agreed that this dude needs to be DP, because they looking bad amongst the Mexicans. He's catting out, doing weird stuff. So from there, the dorm, that came together, the guys in the dorm that came together, and was like, they're going to give him a 4-man DP. And on this 4-man DP, happened to be NBA 2, happened to be a guy named Baby Cat from Five Trey Avalon, and 2 other unidentified dudes that, I don't remember their names and or where they from.
2 other unidentified. What is he talking about? What the hell is Ant talking about, man? Okay. Excuse me. So the individual is about to get the DP, apparently the individual from Brick Boys. He says NBA 2 put him off the bed by his feet, that the brothers in the dorm then had met up, had a meeting, if you will, to determine what's to happen with this individual who keeps crashing out over this stuff, intoxicated on this stuff, having episodes, tripping. And Jefe says that making them look bad in the dorm around the Mexicans and this and that. So the blacks got together and said, what we gonna do? And then they decided there was gonna be a DP for him and a 4-man DP. They made that decision that they was gonna put 4 individuals on this one individual from Brick Boy, apparently, that's been crashing out. Now, NBA 2 has already squabbled with the dude from Insane. He's already squabbled this dude from Brick Boy. He's already squabbled the dude from Brim. So perhaps this is probably why he ended up leaving the dorm. Let's see. That's what we're trying to head to, how he ended up leaving the dorm, because people trying to say he got rolled up out of the dorm. So this is what Aunt Jefe is explaining, trying to clear that up, I suppose. Now, he didn't get rolled up. He was in there squabbling, and then this happened. So it's a 4-man now. It's a 4-man. This is where we at. It's a 4-man DP on this individual who keeps crashing out. NBA 2 is one of the individuals charged with handling the DP.
They DP this dude from Insane, for his antics and him catting out in his dorm. Why they're DPing him?
He said they DP'd the dude from Insane for catting out the dorm. Okay, I'm all confused.
They get caught. They get caught. The first time, they kind of get away with it, Bro, they squabbing, the police, hey, bro, grab him. Like, oh, no, we just playing, we horse playing. The police let it go. The second time, with all these people that's in it, It didn't get let go. The police like, hold on, this can't be too much. It's too much horseplay, if anything. So they rewind the cameras back and they come and get everybody. Now, what I don't agree with and what I told bro was he should have never had let those dudes in the dorm tell him that he was going to be one of the ones to DP him. I don't care who they was, because the thing is, bro had already been in that dorm handling his business and, already had a fight with the dude from Insane because he got on the dude from Brick Boys. And then also, had to get on him because of the cat and mouse situation, throwing up on little bro bed and in his bed area. Now, that's all I was telling him. Like, you should have never let these dudes tell you that it was going to be you and three other dudes to DP this dude, because now look at you. But, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Can't cry with spilled milk. But, for future reference, bro, you all gas, no brakes. Don't allow these dudes to make no decisions for you, because those other dudes, they wasn't fighting. And they should have been the ones, who had DP'd them, or the dudes, you know what I'm saying, who hadn't been fighting. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their hands dirty in our feet. But, you have been in there squabbling, had multiple squabbles in that dorm. And it shouldn't even been you. When them dudes told you that you're going to be a part of DP, you should have told them, nah, like, bro, I already squabbled him twice. You know what I'm saying? Got on him for being on the spice, you know what I'm saying? And, I didn't ask for none of you dudes' help, you know what I'm saying? So how can you dudes dictate my program and or tell me, like, as if y'all some big homies that, you going to...
This call is being recorded.
Don't let dudes, you know what I'm saying, dictate your program, definitely in this jailhouse, because a lot of people act like more than what they is, and a lot of people ain't even been through that ringer themselves, but want to try to play narrator. So that's just some game I have to give a little bro, but we need to kill the fake narratives talking about he was in the neighborhood dorm, and he got rolled up out the neighborhood dorm, and before he got rolled up, they made him DP a dude from Insane. Him and the dude, Cap, they both, you know what I'm saying, was caught for the DP. They both was placed in the hole, and they both was sent over here to L.A. County Jail, to Man Central. So get y'all facts straight and stories straight, because he couldn't have been rolled up out of neighborhood dorm. That it was only a dorm that 3 neighborhoods was in, and the rest was Bloods and, other people, 3 gangsters, 3 Bloods, 3 neighborhoods, from my understanding. Those 2 Long Beach guys, that's about what, like, about the 12 people, you know what I'm saying? And probably about 2 other people, you know what I'm saying, don't know where they from, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it must have been other guys that was a part of the discipline. But, this is the little game and narratives that they play on social media, you know what I'm saying? I guess it keep their culo wet or whatever the case may be, but, it's funny to me. But I'm going to conclude this there as far as that situation, you know what I'm saying?
All right, man, there you have it. NBA 2 and Jefe said that he did not roll it up out of the dorm or get rolled up. He said individuals are putting out false narratives that NBA 2, his little brother, got rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm, and before he rolled it up, was forced, as Jefe said in his title, to fight an individual from Insane Crip. And Jefe is explaining exactly what happened in the dorm, that no, he was not forced to fight an individual from neighborhood Crip before he rolled it up. What happened was he was DPing an individual from neighborhood Crip, an individual from Insane Crip, and got caught doing the DP. And so they came and rolled him up, him and the other 3 individuals that were all involved in the DP. And Jefe is here saying that he told his little brother, after all of this just transpired, that he should not have been one of the ones to do the DP, that he had already squabbled this individual because he was having these episodes off that K-Tizzle, and that he had already been in the dorm putting in work, and that he can't allow anyone there in the dorms or modules or what have you to dictate his program. That he should have told them, no, I'm not going to do this DP. I've already been in here getting my hands dirty. Y'all pick someone else to do the DP. Nevertheless, he did end up doing the DP, and according to Aunt Jefe, got caught doing the DP. Him and the other individuals, they got caught and got rolled up. That's how he got rolled up out of the dorm. And it was not, he's explaining, a neighborhood dorm. He said it was about 3 individuals there from neighborhood, and some 3 Bloods in there, different hoods in there. A couple of dudes from Long Beach, etc. So it was not their dorm, and he didn't get rolled up. He did, but by the police. So there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. NBA 2, I didn't even know he was back in jail until the other day because I just seen him getting out not too long ago. But apparently he's back in there, not sure for what, at Jefe's little brother. And apparently he's in there squabbling. We know of at least 4 fights that he had in this one dorm. Dude from Brick Boy, dude from Brim, dude from Insane, that's 3, and then he DP'd the dude from Insane. Got off on him again. Who knows what else? So it's still very active there in the Los Angeles County Jail. It always has been and it always will be. And it's extremely violent, and there's a lot going on there. Just stay the hell out of there. That's it, man. There are no other alternatives. Damn everything. Damn the game. The game is trash. The game is weak. The game doesn't care about you. The game is nothing. People are breaking rules that the game has implemented generations ago every day and getting away with it. The game is shot, and nothing is worth your life and or your freedom. None of this nonsense. We all have to do better. County jail is the same. It's the same. It's the same stuff. Fight at the fight, squabble at the squabble, people rolling it up, people getting beat up, people getting packed out. 4-on-1 DP. They put 4 dudes on a one dude for a DP. That's how it is. You in there, you did something wrong. You got four dudes coming at you that you got to try to squabble. And if you get the best of them, here come 4 more or something. Because you are the one in violation. They're not about to allow you to get the best of the situation. They're going to send some more at you. So you just cooked. Nah, man. It's not worth it. But there you go. Shout out to young Jefe. Stay strong, bro. Be careful what you talking about. I mean, they own him in the comments. I ain't going to even lie. They own his head hard in the comments. Saying, man, you in there for a DP and you on here talking about a DP. A gang DP with your brother, you're naming names and all this. But, and Jefe has already addressed that while he's doing his content, that he's still running his content in there for whatever reason. We don't know his situation in full. He has a reason to do what he's doing, I'm sure. But there you go. There you have it. He brought it out. He put it on the internet. And Jefe, I'm covering it. He just explained what happened with his brother, NBA 2. Didn't get rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm, took some squabbles, and the police rolled him up. That's the word. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free. And again, shout out to young Jefe. Be careful, be strong, bro.